Should someone convicted of a felony be allowed to vote once they've served their sentence? It's a major constitutional question playing out in Florida with just weeks to go until the election. In 2018, voters there said yes, but in early September, a federal court ruling added a new requirement. A coalition fighting for voter rights told Alexa Liacco the new ruling creates a new type of voter suppression.
Two different paths led Ernest Johnson and Ronnie Reddish down the same road.
How much time did you do?
I did 28 years in prison, and I ain't got no shame in that because prison made me a man.
Reddish spent more than 15 years of his life behind bars.
They were all just for thefts and drugs. I regret a lot of things that I did. I'm remorseful. I sit back and now at 60 years old and I think about, man, why was I so dumb to do something like that?
In losing more than a decade of his freedom, Reddish lost something much more precious in the process.
Hey, well, why you think that you don't have the right to vote though?
Reddish came to meet Johnson thinking he couldn't vote. He finished his sentence and paid all his court fines earlier this year, but was still unsure if his rights were restored.
The language that the legislation uses is confusing sometimes.
Ronnie is talking about the language of Amendment 4, passed in 2018 by 65% of Florida voters. It gives all felons who have finished their sentences the right to vote, except those charged with murder or sexual crimes. But before someone can vote, all court costs, fines, and fees must be paid separately to each county the felon has convictions in. Some estimate the rule about paying fines could keep more than 1 million returning citizens from voting on November 3rd.
The Constitution does not say that we must pay a tax to vote.
Johnson's nonprofit, the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, is streamlining the process for as many people as they can, going door to door, offering information, and helping pay off fines.
You or anyone in your family, anyone in the community you know that's been convicted of a crime or felony or court costs, fines, and fees.
The group has paid off more than $3 million in fines for felons.
If you're a returning citizen, you are family, you are brother. Right. We want to take all restraints and stress and misinformation out of your life.
The coalition has the backing of multiple Florida state attorneys who say Amendment 4 is disenfranchising voters.
It's creating two classes of voters, people who can afford the right to vote and people who can't. That's not democratic, it's not American, and in Florida, it should not be acceptable.
State Attorney Andrew Warren is encouraging people to find out what they owe and pay their fines before Election Day, but says his office won't likely pursue charges against those who don't.
We're supposed to be making it clear to people what the law is and what they need to do to be eligible to vote.
For Ronnie, he didn't get the answers he needed from the state. He got them from the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition.
You can vote in the state of Florida, November the 3rd.
All right, so I need to register then.
Yes, sir.
This moment is giving Reddish his first chance to vote.
I never voted before in my life. One thing about it is my voice will count. Because for so many years, my voice never counted, but my voice will count now.
And making sure every citizen has the rights they've earned is something Johnson and now Reddish are ready to fight for.
That's why I say I want to join the organization.
Voting is freedom, it's democracy, it's liberty. Voting gives you power, brother.
It does, it does.
For The Race, I'm Alexa Liacco.
New ideas to keep our elections safe and secure, next.